Plasma Alchemist is back in the building, ladies and gents. Hello, ladies and gents. Since my last upload, Witch Queen has been revealed, crossplay has gone live, and Season of the Lost has kicked off. There is tons of content in the pipeline, so if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. It's a very good time to jump back into the game if you have been away for a while, or if you're brand new to it altogether. For the first time ever on the channel, you, the viewer, decided what you wanted to see first. I put up a poll on Instagram. Not many replied, but with your help, in the future we can get more participation. More of that in a bit. You voted to see an Artefact mod vid, so let's get straight into it. We are going to be looking at each mod in the Wayfinder's compass, excluding the obvious anti-champion mods. We will be going over what these mods do and which ones are must-haves. These mods give opportunities for nutty builds, which I will be making vids on soon. Let's kick off, however, with Passive Guard, a returning artifact mod that lessens the damage you take from combatants when wielding swords. This, paired with Disrupting Blade mod, can be useful against champions. This clip is my Titan taking damage without the mod equipped. The following clip, however, is with it. Pay attention to the health bar, the Hobgoblin seems to do about 50% less damage. Next up is Withering Heat. This mod essentially weakens champions when using solar melees. From testing, it seems to do an extra 30% damage to champions, but does not last long at all. Personally not a fan of this mod, but any solar melee that burns the target, such as the Blade Barrage melee, continuously applies this debuff. Plus, it can't be paired with a certain mod that dwarfs this one. More of that later. Thermoclastic Strike is up next. Solar and Stasis melee abilities stun overload champions. This mod pairs very well with Resonant Siphon, another returning mod giving you stasis energy when stunning champions. This paired with some of the new Elemental Well mods can give you an extremely powerful melee build that I'll be showing you guys in the future. When stunning a champion, you get roughly a quarter of your grenade, melee and ability back. Fire and Ice is the last fourth column mod. It is supposed to generate 3 random stasis or solar elemental wells on killing champions, but currently it's only giving 2. Bungie have confirmed this is a bug and will be patching this soon. Very useful for elemental well builds. Before we take a look at the final column mods, it's time for Community Focus. This is the part of the vid where I take a look at who is featured this week from recent comments. And that goes to user Cal Salinas. I hope I said that correct. Feeling love with the recent Hawkmoon short I posted whilst on holiday. I do solemnly promise to post for one tap Hawkmoon kill. If you want to be featured in this section in future content, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop me a follow on Instagram to help future video content production, as I will be using polls more often. Okay, let's jump back into the nitty gritty, Guardian. Let's take a look at Focusing Lens, another returning mod that inflicts bonus damage on enemies when using your light abilities on combatants affected by stasis. This clip is without the mod, inflicting 13,000 damage. With the mod equipped, however, it inflicts just under 15,500, around a 50% increase. These numbers do seem to, however, differ negatively from previous seasons, but still useful nonetheless. Next is Thermoclastic Blooming. Getting solar or stasis melee kills generate orbs of power. This is really good on the Hunter stasis melee, as multi-kills with Withering Blade generate orbs based on how many kills you get, making this a very strong mod for melee builds. Next up is more of a PvP mod in my opinion, Paretic Embrace, which fully regenerates your health when casting your solar super. This may come in handy when surrounded by players or combatants when you're in a pinch. Well of Potency is a new elemental well mod that, when picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass type, it grants you super energy. It's not a massive amount, but if you have a build that generates lots of these, it will definitely come in handy. Last but definitely not least, and a must-have, Particle Deconstruction. Damaging any combatant with a fusion or linear fusion rifle grants a damage buff to said weapon for a few seconds, which can stack up to 5 times, and boy, this is insane. The stack does not show up, however, which I believe may be a bug, but boy does this thing melt everything. Unlike the grenade launcher counterpart from last season, this works on everything. Ads, champions, bosses, etc. It starts debuffing the target at 8% and goes up all the way to 40%. I've been using this with the Vex and Merciless, and it's so easy to melt everything. But 1k Voices becomes a major god slayer with this gun. This mod is a DPS god, so make sure to slot it in. It also stacks with the Hunter Tether, but I've not tested this out for myself. Keep an eye out for the future. That's it for this video, Guardians. Hopefully this was informative and gives you some build ideas, because I have loads. And I will share those with you as soon as I can. Expect a Lawrence driver with Catalyst review soon, and the Hunter Melee build I previously mentioned. Until then.
Fight forever, Guardian!